Dear students, welcome to another video tutorial on programming concept using C. And today's topic is if-else decision making condition. Okay. So myself Niladri Shekhar Pal. I am working as an assistant professor at Computer Science and Engineering Department at Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. The college is under JIS Group Educational Initiative and the college is situated at Baruipur. So what is if-else statement? The if-else statement is used to perform two operations for a single condition. Okay. The if-else statement is an extension to the if statement using which we can perform two different operations. That is, one is for the correctness of that condition and the other is for the incorrectness of the condition. Okay. So in our previous video tutorial of if statement, okay, if condition, we basically concentrate on the correctness of the condition. Okay, that means that we mainly check whether the condition is correct. Okay, or we can say that what will be the statement if the condition is correct. We concentrate on only that positive case. Okay, we didn't think about what will happen if that condition is not satisfied. Okay, but in this if else condition, okay, we will also think about the negative case, that is if condition is not satisfied. Okay, basically if condition returns true, okay, then the statements inside the body of if are executed and the statement inside the body of else are skipped. We must notice that if and else block cannot be executed simultaneously. Okay, using if-else statement is always preferable since it always invokes an otherwise case with every if condition. Okay, so in our if else condition, okay, if we only use if, okay, then there is also a otherwise condition. Okay, the syntax of the if else statement is given below. Okay, so this is the in-text. Okay, so after if there is a condition, if this condition satisfies, then this will be the execution. Okay, if that condition is not satisfied, then rest of this within the else block statements will be executed. Okay, so as you can see that our previous only if statement, that there is no else part. Okay, so if this condition is satisfied, only this one will be executed. Okay, if this condition does not satisfy, then what will happen? That was not mentioned in the only if condition. Okay, but in the if else condition, that conditions is also mentioned. If there is only one statement is present in the if or else body, then we do not need to use the braces. Okay, so if there is only a single statement, okay, within this bracket, then you cannot use this bracket. Okay, this is your preference. Okay, but my suggestion is to use this brackets as it will give a good thought about your program. Okay, you can easily understand that this statement is within if and the other statement is outside the if or within the else condition. Okay, so if the test expression is evaluated to true, the statement inside the body of if are executed. Okay, the statement inside the body of else are skipped from execution. If the text expression is evaluated to false, okay, we can say that statement inside the body of else are executed. Okay, and statement inside the body of if are skipped from execution. Okay, so if you can say that if an if statement can be followed by an optional else statement, okay, which executes when the boolean expression is false. Okay, you have seen the syntax of the if else. At first, if there is a condition, if that condition satisfied, then there is some statement, and after that the else part. If that if condition does not satisfy, then the else part will be executed. Okay. So if the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then the if block will be executed. Otherwise, the else block will be executed. So C programming language assumes any non-zero and non-null values as true, and if it is either 0 or null, then it is assumed as false value. Okay. So this is the small example of equal statement. You can see that in the value of test variable is 5. If test is less than 0, that means this condition is satisfied. Okay. So this part will be executed. Okay, and this is the part of else. This will not be executed. And this is the else part. If this condition does not, here this condition does not satisfy. Okay, so this else part will be executed. This if part will not be executed. Okay, and this is the flowchart for if else statement. This is the condition. If this condition is satisfied, okay, so this if code will be executed. If this condition is not satisfied, then it will go to the else part. Okay, and this is the end of the program. Okay, so if the condition is satisfied, then it will go to the if part. If the condition will not satisfy, then it will go to the else part. So now we'll do a program to check whether a number is odd or even. Okay, so let's do the program to check whether a number is odd or even. Okay, basically the logic is if the number is divisible by 2, then it is an even number, and if the number is not divisible by 2, then it is an odd number. To check whether a number is divisible or not, we basically mod that number by 2. Okay, if the value of if the number mod 2 is 0, then we can see that remainder is 0. That means divisible. If number mod 2 is not 0, that means the number is not divisible by 2. Okay. So let's do the program now. Okay. So this is the editor. We will first take the hash input statement. This is the header file stdr.h. Okay, and hash input is the preprocessor directive. stdr.h means standard input output. Okay, this is the header file. Next, we will take another header file, that is conio.h, hash input conio.h. Okay, this is another header file. conio.h means console input output. Then we will take the main function int main. Okay, after that we will take the variable, that is int number. Okay, we will take another variable to store the remainder. Okay, so this is the remainder. Okay, so at first we will take the value /n, enter a number, scanf %d, comma ampersand number. Okay, so if first we will find out the remainder. Okay, so the value of remainder is basically number modulo 2. Okay, so this number modulo 2 means we have to divide the number by 2, and the remainder will store the remainder of that division. Okay, so suppose the number is 17, we divide 17 by 2, the remainder will be 1. Okay, if the number is 16, if we divide 16 by 2, the remainder will be 0. Okay, So if the remainder is, so remainder can be 0, otherwise 1. If the remainder is 1, we can say that the number is even odd. And if the remainder is 0, we can say that the number is even. So the condition to check whether a number is even or odd, we will check whether the number is, the remainder is 0 or not. If the remainder is 0, it is even, or in the else part, that means the remainder is not 0. We can say that the number is odd. Okay. So this is the if case. Remainder. If remainder is 0, we can say that printf slash the number is even. Okay. Now go to the else part. Else part means the remainder is not 0. Okay. If it is not 0, then we can say that the number is odd. So the number is percentage, the number percentage d is odd. Okay. The number will be printed. Okay. So let's save the program and run it. Okay. We execute it. Number. Okay. Suppose 45. It is an odd number. Okay. So let's check whether it is even or it is 44. It is an even number. Okay. So this is the code to check whether a number is odd or even. Okay. We can, I am doing it in another way. Suppose the remainder variable is not there. Okay. This part is not here. We can write here as if number mod 2. Okay. That means there is no remainder variable. Okay. If I execute this program, yes, so 44 is even. If I execute once again, 33 is odd. Okay. So this is the logic. Okay. Of the number is even or odd. Okay. Hope you have understood this. Here is the condition. This is the condition. Okay. This is the condition. Okay. So if this condition satisfies, this will be printed. If this condition does not satisfy, this will be printed. Okay. So this was the program to check whether a number is odd or even. Let's do another program, that is to check whether a number is positive or negative. Okay. This is the C editor. We have to check whether a number is odd or even. Okay. Sorry, whether number is positive or negative. The logic is if the number is greater than 0, then it will be a positive number. If the number is less than 0, then it is a negative number. Okay. So hash include stdr.h. These are the header file. Okay. Next hash include kanaya.h. This is also a header file. stdr.h means standard input output and kanaya.h means console input output. Okay. Text int main. This is the main function. C program execution start from this main function. Okay. So we have to take a number. So int number. Okay. So printf /n, enter the number. Okay. So scanf percentage d person number. Okay. So we have taken the number. Now we'll check whether the number is positive or negative. So the logic is, if the number is greater than 0, then it is a positive. Okay. So if number is, rather we can say that number is greater than equal to 0. Okay. If the number is greater than equal to 0, okay, we can say that printf percentage d is a positive number. Okay, so in the else part we can say that it is not a positive number or it is a negative number. Printf percentage is a negative number. Okay, so let's save the program. Let's execute it. Let's enter the number. Suppose the number is 8. It is a positive number, but there is an error. Sorry, I have come. Sorry, I have not mentioned the number. Okay. That is why it will give you the garbage value. Okay. So if the number is 4, so it is a positive number. Okay. I am executing once again. Suppose -5. Sorry, it was 5. So it now execute once again. Okay. -5. Okay. This is a negative number. Okay. As you can see, -5 is a negative number. And once again, further check whether 0 is positive or not. As we know, 0 is a positive number, and 0 is a positive number. Okay. So this is the program to check whether a number is positive or not. Okay. So this is the condition. The condition is the condition. And this is the else part. This condition, if this condition satisfies, then this will be printed. If this condition is not satisfied, then this will be executed. Okay. So this is the program to check whether a number is positive or negative. Okay. So this is the next program. Here we have to check whether a person is eligible to vote or not. Okay. So as we know, if a person's age is greater than 18, okay, we can say that he is an eligible voter. Otherwise, he is not an eligible voter. Okay. So let's do the program. So what we have to do, we have to check whether a person is eligible to vote or not. Okay, that means if the person's age is greater than 18, okay, then we can say that he is an eligible voter. Otherwise, he is not eligible for the vote. Okay, let's do the C program. So at first we will take the hash include stdr.h. Okay, this is the header file, standard input output. Next, this is the command.h. This is another header file, console input output. Then okay. So we'll take the variable increase and I will take another variable 10. Okay. Printf enter your age. Okay. Next scan it, the age will be taken by inputted. that is 1% age. Okay. So the logic is if the age is greater than 18, okay, then we can say that he is an eligible voter. Okay. So I think this variable is not required. So you can say that if age is greater than equals to 18, we can say that printf slash n is for new line character. Congratulations, you are an eligible voter. Okay. So if the age is greater than, you can say that he is a eligible voter. Okay. So in the else part, we can print it that sorry, you are not eligible to vote. Okay. You are not eligible to vote. Suppose that we want to display here that how long he have to wait for the vote. Suppose what I want to say that suppose the age is 40. Okay. So he has to wait for another 4 years. Okay. So that thing we want to print. Okay. So what I will do in the else part, that's why we have taken in the previous the variable. Okay. So here in the same we'll take 18 minus 8. Okay. Why 18 minus 8? Because his age is less than 80. Okay. So you are not eligible to vote. Okay. Again printed. You have to wait for another percentage year. Okay. This is the thing. Okay. So save the program. Now execute it. Okay. Suppose my age is 23. I am an eligible voter. If my age is 18, then I am also an eligible voter. Executed. If my age is suppose 40, so I am not an eligible voter. I have to wait for another 4 years. Okay. So this is the code to execute or to check whether I am an eligible voter or not. Okay. So this is the condition. Okay. If this condition satisfies, this will be executed. And if that condition is not satisfied, this part will be executed. This part will be executed. Okay. So first we will take hash include stdr.h. These are the header files. Okay. Next hash include deny.h int main is the main constant. We have to take three variables into B and C. Okay. In the printf we will take the print enter three numbers. Okay, so now the scanf part g percentage g percentage g comma ampersand a comma ampersand b comma ampersand c. Okay. So these are the three numbers. Now we have to check whether this two is what is the largest of three numbers. Okay. So we will now only use the equals condition. Okay. So if a is greater than b and a is greater than c. Okay. We basically will not cannot use the and operator here. Okay. Why? Because we cannot use else if here. Okay. So we will use nested equals. Okay. So if a is greater than b and if also a greater than c. Okay. You can say that printed version a is largest. Okay. So in the else part, c will be largest. Okay. Yeah. So c is largest. Now the else part, alter it if b greater than c. Okay. We can say that printed b is largest. Okay. Version b is largest. Okay. Otherwise, else printed c is largest. So this is the code. Let's execute first, then we'll discuss about the code. And compiling it. So the number is 34, 54, 55. So C is the largest. 36, 4, 3. A is largest. Then I am executing also the 5, 7, 6. B is largest. Okay. So all the three are largest. Okay. So we have taken the variables. Next we have checked if A greater whether if A is greater than B or not. If A is greater than B, then we have checked whether A is greater than C. Okay. So this printf will be done when A is greater than both B and C. Okay. Or you can say when these two conditions will be satisfied, A greater than B and A greater than C. Okay. And when this will be printed, when A greater than B and A is not greater than C, then this will be printed. Okay. Now go to the else part. This else part means this when this will be printed when A is A greater than B, that is false, and B greater than C, this is true. So when this will be printed when A greater than B and B greater than C, both is false. Okay, then this will be printed. Okay. This is the program to largest of three numbers. Okay. So students, we have discussed all these programs of if-else condition. Hope you have understood. Okay, if you have any doubt, any query, you can write on the comment section. Okay. If you have liked my video, you can subscribe my channel or you can visit www.digitalclassroom.com. Okay. to like my page to and get all the details of my video lectures. Okay. So students, thank you for now. See you on the next video.